Developing financial intelligence for a successful life. Developing financial intelligence for a successful life. What is financial intelligence? Financial intelligence refers to the ability to understand and effectively manage one's financial resources. Financial intelligence refers to the ability to understand and effectively manage one's financial resources. It involves knowledge, skills, strategies for managing money, including budgeting, saving, investing, and managing debt. Financial intelligence involves knowledge, skills, strategies for managing money, including budgeting, saving, investing, and managing debt. Wisdom is a defense, and money is a defense. Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 12. Again, we are informed that wealth is like a fortified city to the rich. Proverbs chapter 18 and verse 11. Financial intelligence includes the ability to make informed decisions about financial matters, such as understanding the risk and benefits of various investment options, knowing how to evaluate financial products and services, and being able to interpret financial data and reports. Additionally, financial intelligence includes having long-term perspective on finances, being able to set financial goals and develop a plan to achieve them, and understanding how to manage financial risk and uncertainties. Financial intelligence is very, very important. It also involves the ability to communicate effectively about financial matters, such as negotiating contracts and agreements, advocating for oneself in financial transactions. The scope of financial intelligence. Financial intelligence refers to the knowledge and understanding of financial matters we have said, including financial markets, financial investments, accounting principles, financial analysis, risk management, and other related topics. The scope of financial intelligence is broad, but today we'll be concerning ourselves majorly with personal finances. How can you manage personal finances? The scope of financial management is broad and encompasses various areas of finances and businesses. Some of the key areas where financial intelligence is applicable include personal finance, business finance, investment analysis, risk management, financial regulations. And today we'll be looking at personal financial management. That is having to do with financial intelligence. All right, that's enough for foundation laying. Jesus and financial management. In Jesus' teachings, we see many principles and insights that can be applied to personal finance and money management. By following these principles, we can cultivate financial wisdom and build a strong foundation for financial security and abundance. Money is a defense. Money is important. Money answereth all things. So please, I implore you to listen carefully. Jesus frequently spoke about the dangers of materialism and the importance of prioritizing spiritual wealth over material wealth. In the Gospel of Matthew, it says, "Do not store up for yourselves treasures on earth, where moth and rust destroy, and where thieves break in and steal, but store up treasures for yourselves in heaven, where moth or rust do not destroy, and where thieves do not break in and steal. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also." Matthew chapter 6, verse 19 to 21. This principle emphasizes the importance of focusing on long-term wealth rather than short-term gain. Listen to me. Jesus emphasized the importance of us focusing on long-term wealth rather than short-term gains. It suggests that while material wealth may provide temporal security and comfort, it is ultimately impermanent and can be lost or stolen. Instead, individuals should focus on building spiritual wealth and character, which may last beyond this life. Do you understand? Jesus emphasized the importance of focusing on long-term wealth rather than short-term gains. Number 2, Jesus taught about the importance of stewardship and being faithful with what we have been given. It talks about being faithful with what we have been given, talking about the importance of what? Stewardship. In the parable of the talent, he tells a story of a master who entrusted his servants with different amounts of money and then went away on a journey. When the master returned, he praised the servants who had invested and multiplied their talents, but rebuked the one who had buried his talent and failed to earn a return. So Jesus, talking about financial intelligence here, places importance on stewardship and being faithful with what we have been given. This parable illustrates the importance of taking responsibility for our resources and investing them wisely. So we must take responsibility for our resources and invest them wisely. It encourages us to use our gifts and resources to create value and generate a return, a revenue, rather than simply preserving them or squandering them. Finally, Jesus taught about the importance of generosity and giving. In the Gospel of Luke, he says, "Give, and it will be given to you. A good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over, will be poured into your lap. For with the measure you use, it will be measured to you." Luke chapter 6 and verse 38. This principle still emphasizes the importance of generosity and giving as a way to create abundance and blessings in our lives. By giving freely and generously, we open ourselves up to receive blessings and abundance in return. Now we look at the importance or benefits of financial intelligence. Financial intelligence, or the ability to manage one's financial resources effectively, is important for individuals and for corporate bodies to achieve financial stability. It's important to achieve prosperity. It's important to achieve long-term sustainability. The Bible contains several references to the importance of financial intelligence, including 1. Proverbs chapter 21 and verse 20. "In the house of the wise are stores of choice food and oil, but a foolish man spends it all. A foolish man devours it all." This verse emphasizes the importance of wise financial planning, which include saving and investing for future. We must save and invest for future rather than spending everything in the present. So we must cultivate. One of the importance of or the benefits of financial intelligence is cultivating a savings ability rather than spending all that you earn. Number 2, the rich bears rule over the poor, and the borrower is slave to the lender. Proverbs 22 and verse 7. This verse highlights the danger of debt and the importance of avoiding debt. Financial intelligence involves understanding the risk and cost of borrowing and making responsible choices about debt. Number 3, in Luke chapter 14 and verse 28 to 30, it says, Jesus said, suppose one of you wants to build a tower. Won't you first sit down and estimate the cost to see if you have enough money to complete it? For if you lay the foundation and are not able to finish it, everyone who sees it will ridicule you, saying, this person began to build and was not able to finish. This passage emphasizes the importance of planning and budgeting in financial management. Financial intelligence involves setting realistic financial goals, creating a budget, and tracking expenses to ensure that those goals are met. So you must plan and budget. Financial intelligence involves you setting realistic financial goals based on your budget and based on your expected revenues, tracking expenses to ensure that those goals are met. Number 4, in 1 Timothy chapter 6 and verse 10, for the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. Some people eager for money have wandered from the faith and pierced themselves with many griefs. This verse warns against the danger of greed and the pursuit of wealth at any cost. Financial intelligence involves making ethical and responsible choices about money based on principles of integrity, generosity, rather than selfishness and greed. Overall, the Bible teaches that financial intelligence is important for personal and corporate well-being, and that it involves wise financial management, responsible borrowing and debt management, careful planning and budgeting, and ethical decision making based on principles of integrity and generosity. Some biblical guidance on and wisdom on financial matters. These are some biblical guidance on wisdom on financial matters. Wealth gained hastily will dwindle, but whoever gathers little by little will increase. Proverbs chapter 13 and verse 11. Wealth gained hastily will dwindle, but whoever gathers little by little will increase it. You find that in Proverbs 13 and verse 11. The verse highlights the importance of being patient and diligent in building wealth. So we must be patient and diligent in building wealth. It warns against trying to get rich quick, as such gains are often temporary and can lead to financial ruin. The rich rule over the poor, and the borrower is slave to the lender. Proverbs 22 and verse 7. This verse emphasizes the importance of avoiding debt, which can lead to financial servitude. It also suggests that wealth can give individuals power and influence over others. Number 3, better is a poor man who walks in his integrity than a rich man who is crooked in his ways. Proverbs chapter 28 and verse 6. This verse stresses the importance of honesty and integrity in financial matters. It suggests that being truthful and ethical is more important than accumulating wealth through deceitful and corrupt means. Do you understand that? Being truthful and ethical is more important than accumulating wealth through deceitful and corrupt means. Number 4, one who is faithful in very little is also faithful in much, and one who is dishonest in very little is also dishonest in much. Luke chapter 16 and verse 10. This verse teaches us the importance of being trustworthy and responsible with even small amounts of money, as this reflects one's character and can impact one's ability to handle larger sums in the future. Number 5, for the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. It is through this craving that some have wandered away from the faith and pierced themselves with many pangs. 1 Timothy chapter 6 and verse 10. This verse warns against the danger of greed and the love of money, which can lead to moral corruption and spiritual decay. It suggests that pursuing wealth at all costs can lead to destructive and unfulfilled life. How can we develop financial intelligence? How can you develop financial intelligence? Number 1, live within your means. Live within your budget. Proverbs 21 and verse 20 says, the wise store up choice food and olive oil, but fools gulp theirs down. The wise have treasure. The wise store up choice food and olive oil, but fools eat up everything. In other words, it is wise to plan ahead. It is wise to save money. It is wise to try as much as possible to live below your means. It is wise to live below your means. So live within your means. How do we develop financial intelligence? Number 1, live within your means. Number 2, avoid debt. Avoid debt. Avoid debt. Proverbs 22 and verse 7 says, the borrower is slave to the lender. Debt can be a form of slavery that limits your financial freedom. Avoid taking on unnecessary debt. And if you do have debt, pay it off as quickly as possible. Avoid debt. That's number 2. Key to developing financial intelligence. Number 3, budget and plan. Budget and plan. In Proverbs 21 and verse 5. Proverbs chapter 21 and verse 5. The plans of a diligent lead to profit as surely as haste leads to poverty. So we must develop a budget that allows us to track our income and expenses and plan for the future. Number 4, we must learn to give generously. In Proverbs 11 and verse 24 to 25, one person gives freely, yet gains even more. Another withholds unduly, but comes to poverty. A generous person will prosper. Whoever refreshes others will prosper. Hallelujah. Giving generously can help you develop a mindset of abundance and bless others in the process. Number 5, seek wise counsel. Seek wise counsel. Seek wise counsel. Remember, we are looking at how to develop financial intelligence. Number 5, seek wise counsel. Plans fail for lack of counsel, but with many advisors, they succeed. Proverbs 15 and verse 22. Seek advice from trusted and wise sources before making major financial decisions. Number 6, be honest and ethical. Be honest and ethical. The Lord detests dishonest scales, but accurate weights find favor with Him. Integrity and honesty in financial dealings are important for building trust and credibility. This is key. This is key. Integrity and honesty in financial dealings are important for building trust and credibility. Proverbs 11 and verse 1. The Lord hates dishonest scales, but accurate weights finds favor with Him. We must be honest and ethical in financial dealings. And number 7, work hard. Work hard. Lazy hands make for poverty, but diligent hands bring wealth. Hard-working hands brings wealth. Proverbs chapter 10 and verse 4. So hard work and diligence are essential for building wealth and financial stability. By following these principles, you can develop financial intelligence according to the Bible. Remember that financial success is not just about accumulating wealth, but also about managing wealth wisely and using it to bless others. God bless you in Jesus' precious name. Amen.